This section, the protocol stack, we will cover the overview of IoT protocol stack, IoT versus the web, advantages and disadvantages of IoT as it relates to the protocol stack. First of all, the protocol stack refers to a group of protocols that are running at the same time with the goal of implementing the protocol suite of a network. There are interconnectivity rules that govern the layered network of the protocol stack in the OSI, which is the Open System Interconnection. These rules are the TCP IP, Transmission Control Protocol, Internet Protocol model. The word depends on the internet for its survival. The internet, which is commonly known as the network of networks, has been around for decades and is emerging in new directions. For example, the IoT word. As I've mentioned, the OSI TCP/IP model is based on the rules set by the TCP/IP Transmission Control Protocol Internet Protocol. The figure shows the two different stacks, the OSI reference model versus the TCP/IP model. Unlike the OSI model, which has 7 layers, the physical, the data link, network, transport, session, presentation, and application. The TCP/IP model consists of only 4 layers. The network access layer, or sometimes called the host to the network layer, the internet layer, sometimes known as the internet, the transport layer, and the application layer. The IoT model is built from the OSI, which has an emerging discovery from users. If we look at the comparison, it is indicative that the two stacks functionalities are not the same. Data is mainly used in the web than the IoT. For example, if you look at the figures, we have hundreds and thousands of bytes being used up in the web as compared to just tens of bytes used in the Internet of Things. The less of bytes makes the IoT more user friendly. For example, the IoT you have efficient objects, efficient webs, and optimized IP assets as compared to inefficient content encoding in the web, huge overhead, difficult parsing, and requires full internet devices. IoT advantage and disadvantage. Despite of the emerging technologies of IoT, there are pros and cons associated with this phenomenon. Investing in IoT may be taken into consideration where one may want to regard the advantage and disadvantage of IoT in the process of inventing new technology. If we take a look at the advantages of IoT, it is cost savings. What that means, it's cheaper to invest in IoT. Communications, availability and ability to efficiently communicate with other devices or machine to machine, or commonly known as M to M. Automation and controls. The automation of devices. And when you look at the disadvantages of IoT, on the other hand, it is based on the over dependency of technology. And this results into the fact that people will not want to rely on their own brains nowadays to solve simple problems. They rather use technology to solve simple or complex problems. Another big disadvantage, which is one of the biggest disadvantages of IoT, is losing security on privacy. The security of data, the confidentiality, the integrity of the data, there are chances that they may be lost within the IoT. Lesser employment prospects. Due to IoT, where the world is moving to technology, computerized devices, there is a drastic reduction in the human workforce, which is heavily dependent upon the fact that we are relying on technology.